This is the second part of lesson 2.5. We're starting on page 94 and we're going to solve right triangles. So solving a right triangle means finding the length of each side and the measure of each angle. So in order to do this, we have to have three pieces. One is the right angle, so we know the right angle, and we have to know one side and one other piece of information. It could be another side or it could be an angle. And so depending on what we're given, we're going to the different strategies that we can do. So there is a strategy that I really recommend that you do, and that is to write out all of the information you need to finish this question. So I know that angle A is 37 degrees and angle B is 90 degrees and angle C is something I need. So I'm going to put a box around it so that I know I need to find it, and I'm going to put the degree sign in there so I don't forget. And then when we have a triangle like this, we label the sides according to the angle that they're after. So or they're across from, I'm sorry. So if this is vertex A, then this is side A, and this is vertex B, this is side B, and this is vertex C, this is side C. Now that's not the opposite adjacent thing, that's just the label of the sides. And that's just shortcut. I could call this side BC, but I'm apparently too lazy to do that, so I don't do that. Some contexts, some professors will want you to, and some won't care. So you, in my class, you can label it whichever you want, but I'm just going to label it with the single letter. So side A is going to be something I need to find, and I know that side B is 33, and I need to find side C. And since there are no units here, I don't need to put units down, but it would be I would put it in there if this was 33 meters, I would put meters here and meters here and here. Okay, so now I've made it really clear what I need to find. So the first thing that's going to be the easiest thing to find is my angle C. So you know how I'm always nagging you to keep your work neat? This is going to make life so much easier for you if you do, okay? So I'm going to do angle C first, and this colon means this is where I'm going to figure out angle C. If I had an equation that I was going to write out right away, actually, let's do that. I know that angle C, I'm going to put an equal sign this time. So angle C is going to be 180 minus angle A minus angle B, because the three angles always add up to 190 degrees, right? So it's going to be 180 minus angle A is 37 degrees minus 90 degrees. So angle C equals 53 degrees, and I'm just going to write that up there right now, and I'm done. Okay, now before I can do anything else, I'm going to need to label my triangle with the H, O, and A. So here's my angle of interest. There's my hypotenuse. This is my O. I'm going to label it as OPP this time, and this is going to be my adjacent, just so that I'm not confusing my side A with my adjacent side. It takes enough work to do that I don't usually do it, but when there's a reason to do it, I will do it. Okay? All right, let's do side C. Doesn't matter which one you do first or second, but when side C, that's the adjacent. So I've got adjacent over hypotenuse. That's cos. Oh, so here I put the colon that says this is where I'm going to figure out side C. So then my equation is that cos theta equals adjacent over hypotenuse. So cos 37 equals C over 33, and then C equals 33 cos 37. Then I pick up my calculator and I get C equals 26.35497, and then probably some other digits. Then so I've got C, and I'm going to write it up here to the nearest whole number. I'm always going to write more decimals down here in case I need that information again, but right now that's going to round to 26. And then the next thing I'm going to calculate is side A, because that's the only thing I'm missing. So for side A, I'm going to circle these again. I've got opposite over hypotenuse, so that's going to be sine. So sine theta is opposite over hypotenuse. So sine 37 is A over 33. So A equals 33 sine 37. Then I pick up my calculator and I get A equals 859,896, which I'm going to round to 20. So that's going to be 20 up here. And then I'm going to check. So let's do the check in blue. So I'm going to come over here and check. Now, I'm going to use Pythagoras. So that's a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Except it's not. That's wrong. Because remember, Pythagoras is always short side squared plus short side squared equals long side squared. So in this triangle, it's going to be a squared plus c squared equals b squared. So pay attention to that. Don't let yourself get messed up with that. Now, if I'm going to do this calculation using my rounded values, so this is going to be 20 squared plus c squared is 26 squared, and that should equal 33 squared. And if I do that calculation, I get 1076 equals 1089. So I have to ask myself, is this close enough? Now I know I rounded, so I'm inclined to say that it's close enough. But just for fun, let's calculate it using these decimal places. Okay, or at least I'm going to do it using 3 digits, okay?